Hello everyone, welcome to yoga. My name is Teresia and today we'll be doing a more restorative class. And for this class what you'll need is a strap, and instead of a strap, if you don't have one at home, you can use a scarf or just a long piece of fabric, whatever works, or even a pair of stretchy pants or something like that, and a block. And if you don't have a block, you could use two textbooks stacked on top of each other or something around this shape. Great. So we'll start in a seat. You can come to sit up on your block. And then let your feet kind of cross out ahead of you. Bring a hand to either thigh, let your eyes close, and let your shoulders melt away from your ears. Start to notice your breath, the texture of it as it comes in through your nose and grounds all the way into your hips. And feel it as it comes out, rising all the way up from your pelvis, up through the crown of your head and out through your nose. So you feel the breath move in and down, and out and up. This time take a deep breath in through your nose. And then on the exhale, open your mouth and let it out. Breathe in through your nose. And sigh out through your mouth. One more like that, in. And sigh it out. And then we'll do a type of breath work known as alternate nostril breathing. So this can be a really good technique that you can use to control anxiety or to bring yourself into the present moment and calm down a little bit. So for this, take your right hand, bring your first two fingers in towards the palm of your hand, and then bring your thumb towards your right nostril and your ring finger towards your left nostril. Then breathe in through both nostrils. And use your thumb to close off your right, exhale through the left. Inhale through your left nostril. And close it off, exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. Inhale left. And exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. One more left. Exhale right. Breathe in. As you exhale, release your hand and breathe out through both nostrils. Take a moment, just notice the effects of the alternate nostril breathing. And then take one more deep breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Let your eyes open, and as you inhale, sweep your arms up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, let them float down towards the mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fingers float down, gaze comes towards the mat. This time, inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, bring your hands interlaced behind your head. As you inhale, elbows splay out to either side, start to take your gaze up towards the ceiling, shoulder blades come in towards each other. And then exhale, start to round your back, elbows come in towards each other. Your hands gently press gravity onto your head. So you're not pulling on your head, just letting it hang heavy down towards your chin, towards your chest. And just take a few breaths in the stretch. And slowly start to lift up out of the pose. From here, we're coming into an eagle arm stretch. So let your right arm wrap under your left, so your palms are in towards each other. If this is challenging for you, if you have broad shoulders, you can just place opposite hand on opposite shoulder and do this way. Otherwise, lift your elbows up to the height of your shoulders. Draw your shoulder blades together along your back. Let the crown of your head lift up. And then melt your head down onto your left bicep. Breathe deeply here. Notice the opening in the upper back that you feel. Notice your breath, let it be deep and long. Slowly begin to release and make your way to the other side. So left arm wraps under the right. Fingertips come towards the palm. Elbows lift to the height of your shoulders. Wrap your shoulder blades together. Feel yourself grow tall up through the top of your head, up through your neck, and then let your head melt down towards your right bicep. And notice maybe this side feels a little different than the other. Just keep breathing deeply, feeling some spaciousness open up in your upper back. And here, start to release your arms. And begin to come up off your block, take it off to the side, and come onto your hands and knees on your mat. So just sway your hips side to side, let your head rock side to side. Take whatever movements feel intuitive to you. And then we'll just take a couple rounds of cat-cows. So as you inhale, belly softens, gaze comes forward. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, press into your hands, look towards your belly button. Inhale, soften the belly, look forward, open through your chest. Exhale, tuck the tailbone around through your spine. Press up between your shoulder blades. Take just one more at your pace. And then from here, we're going to spend a few breaths in puppy pose. So you can walk your knees back, just maybe one step. And then come up onto your fingertips and start to walk your fingertips forward. Let your chest come down towards the mat and then place your head on the floor. Keep your elbows and your armpits lifting up. Your butt sticks up and back. And feel your chest melt down towards the mat. If your head doesn't come down to the floor, use your block, place it where your head will go, and then place your head onto your block. Just take a few breaths here. Notice the opening in the upper back, through the chest. And step your left foot through, come down to the back knee. Inhale, arms lift. And exhale, stay here. One more big breath in. Exhale, hands plant, step back, down dog. One breath in. And exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rise straight up to chair, bend your knees, sink your hips, arms can reach, or they can come in towards your heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Deep breath in, shift forward slightly. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to down dog. Right leg reaches up, breathe in. Exhale, step it through, come down to the back knee, sweep your arms up. From here, start to bring your hands in towards your heart. Tip yourself forward slightly, and then take your left elbow to the outer edge of your right thigh. Press your hands into each other, peel your right shoulder up and back. And notice the twist. So you're sinking forward slightly into the hips, but your legs are driving in slightly towards each other, so your right hip peels back, left hip peels forward. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, plant your hands to the inner edge of your right foot. Start to walk your right foot out towards the right. Your toes can point out towards the right as well. And then really sink your hips forward. Hands can stay up on the mat, or you can come down to your forearms, or can use a block or a book or any other tool that you have at your disposal and come to your forearms on that. So now we're really getting into the sensation in the right hip. So just breathe. With every exhale, see if you can soften a little more into the pose. So letting go of tension in your shoulders, in your neck, your jaw. Make your way back up to your hands, remove your block if you used one, and step back to down dog. Wiggle your hips out slightly, notice and feel maybe your right leg feels longer than your left. Then inhale the left leg up high, and step your left foot through. Come down to the back knee. Find some sturdiness in your foundation as you reach up, coming into your lunge. Then from here, hands draw in towards your heart. Tip yourself forward, and then right elbow to the outer edge of the left thigh. Hands press into each other. You can start to take your gaze up if you'd like as the left shoulder reaches up and back. And keep breathing deeply here, in through your nose and out through your nose. Breathe in and out. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come to the inner edge of your left foot. Wiggle your left foot out towards the left and maybe slightly forward. And start to sink into the hips. Notice the new sensations that this pose is offering to you. And then start to maybe move down onto your forearms if you'd like. And as you do so, try not to clench your hands or clench your toes. Let your body be relaxed as you come into the sensation of your hips. From here, slowly begin to lift back up to your hands. Move your block out of the way if you used one. And move back to down dog. From down dog, start to bring your knees down to the mat. Walk your knees forward, cross your ankles, and roll through to lay down onto your back. Once you're on your back, let your knees be bent and your feet planted in towards your hamstrings. We're going to move up into bridge pose. So from here, take robot arms. Elbows alongside your torso, fingertips facing up. Then start to wiggle your shoulder blades together underneath you. So your chest is lifting up, feet pressing down into the mat, but your hips and head are still on the floor. Then from here, press your feet down, lift up through your hips, and then lift your chin slightly so you've got a lot of length through the back of your neck. Take your fingers underneath you, interlace your hands, walk a little bit further onto the tops of your shoulders, and just notice how you can breathe here. In through the nose, expanding through the chest and belly, and out through the nose or the mouth, really letting it go. Take one more breath in, lift up through your hips. Exhale, release your hips down to the mat and draw your knees into your chest. Take a couple little rocks with your knees and your hips in both directions. And then we're going to do one more bridge pose. So feet come back down to the mat. You can take the robot arms if you'd like, or you can interlace your hands underneath of you and lift straight up into bridge. Again, chin reaches up a little bit so the back of your skull is pressing into the mat. Inhale, lift up through the hips. Exhale, stay here. Press into your feet, grow tall. One more inhale, lift up. Exhale, release down. This time, knees come into your chest. Make a few circles in one direction and the other. And then release your feet back down to the mat. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees wide apart, and place a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. And then just take a few minutes and notice your breath. Notice how the belly rises with every inhale and falls with every exhale. Breathe in and out. Notice your body, where it touches the mat. And try to relax those spaces a little bit more. A few more breaths like this. Let your hands come down towards your thighs, knees come in towards each other, knees come in towards your chest. Then start to rock and roll front to back on your mat. So take a couple good rocks, involve your whole spine, and come up to boat pose. So your knees are in towards your chest, toes are spreading wide, arms can reach out alongside you. Open your chest towards your knees, and then from here we're going to add a little bit of difficulty. So come to low boat, let your body lower down slightly, and then up to high boat. We'll pulse that way a couple times. Low boat to high boat, low to high, low, high, low, high. One more, low and high. Draw your knees in and roll down back onto your back. Keep your right knee in towards your chest. Let your left leg lengthen out forward. And then take your right knee over towards the left. Use your left hand. Right hand comes over towards the right into a twist. And just take some deep breaths here. Trying to slow down. Back to center. Let the right leg lengthen, left knee in towards your chest, and take the twist on the other side. Left knee over to the right, left arm out to the left. Breathe deeply into the outer part of your left thigh. Come back towards center. Draw both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a really big squeeze. Take a deep breath in and let it out through your mouth. One more breath in, squeeze everything in. And on this exhale, release to Shavasana. Let your body splay out. Let your breath return to its normal rhythm. Let your eyes close as your face softens. And take as much time in Shavasana as you'd like. And we'll see you next time.